What's going on, guys? This video is for offline players. This is the PS5 version. I'm still trying to find the correct way the best way to enjoy this game. And I haven't been able to find it. The game has not been enjoyable for the offline modes like franchise or exhibition modes. So we are currently playing just a quick exhibition mode game. And I'm currently not using the shot meter. I mean, I'm not using the shot meter, and I'm not using the stick to do layups. I'm not using the shot timing meter. Basically, I'm using shot timing, but I don't have the shot meter on. I'm trying to find the best way to play this game. I may have to adjust the sliders as well, because I really do not like this game, but I'm trying to find a way to like it.
5 to shoot. Here's Caruso.
That was very late, obviously. I'm not very good at ball movement, like moving the ball around, and you know, I don't like the way the plays are in this, like when you call plays. But I'm trying to figure out, is it me or is the game just 84% contested? My biggest issue is it's very hard for me to make baskets, and sometimes I feel like it's very hard for me to even three in the key. Obviously, as you can see, I'm not doing very well in this. I have not, but I really want to enjoy the game quite a bit, and I just have not been able to find it. I'm looking for slider settings. I want a system that makes sense. I don't want to turn it to rookie level or play it on super easy or nothing like that, because I don't want everything to be just a complete gimme, because I feel like that doesn't necessarily make you good at the game necessarily.
At 4, tries from 10. And that one draws.
That was a decent little shot there. And when you create players in this and make their speed high, they can kind of get around players a lot better. But the speed on the PS5 version it seems like they're moving a little slow to me. The PS4 version seems a little bit like the players are moving a little bit quicker, and I really struggle to get around players, because literally the only thing I like about this game is the visuals. The game looks absolutely incredible. It's one of the best looking games I've ever seen, but it is extremely unenjoyable. I just absolutely have not liked this game, but I really, really want to. And the difference between the slowest player and the fastest player seems to be very, very slim, it seems. And I feel like I can't make any shot unless I'm just extremely wide open. Otherwise, I'm not making a shot. And it's hard to find those wide open shots. But that's not necessarily how this game is. See, I didn't like that pass option. I want to go to L2, but I wasn't using icons, so I'm gonna get 3 in the key here. And I have it on shot timing without the shot meter, which you get better results like that. Your shot doesn't have to be 100% perfect. But as you can see, I'm still struggling. Like I said, I feel like it doesn't matter what player I'm being, what team I'm being. I only make shots if I'm wide open. And that's not necessarily consistent with the NBA, but it could just be that I'm that bad of a player. And I'm willing to say that I am, because I probably am. You know, I did not do very well. The more 2K games that come out, That was slightly late. Couldn't make it.
Three-point land.
You know,
Going outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
like I said, I don't want to feel like I have to be wide open to have a chance at making a jumper. Because I think that's just too, that's asking too much, especially on an NBA product, because that's not how the NBA is. Otherwise, you would have extremely low scoring games. Players could score without that. I was playing with the Warriors. I couldn't make anything with Steph Curry either unless I was just, that's late, can't hit that. And I know it matters what player you're using. Sometimes I'm not paying attention to what player I'm using. And I'm sloppy on defense. You know, I don't always get the ball to the what, you know, to a guy that's a consistent outside shooter sometimes.
Following the three by Milwaukee. On the wing, Jones. Back to Brown. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And the Bulls with another.
As you can see, I am absolutely horrendous at this. I just cannot get to a point where I can play this game. And 2K20, I struggled a little bit. 2K21, I was bad. This game, I'm absolutely horrendously bad. Every game that comes out, I was able to shoot okay in 18. Every year since 2K18, my shooting has been worse and worse and worse. And I don't know if they're making the game where they're just trying to make the shooting a lot more challenging. It seems like that's the case. I don't know what the heck happened there. I did not mean to do that. That was probably just something I did wrong.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think? Stingy on the defensive end.
And I'll go a long time without playing, and I'll be like, I want to enjoy this game. Let me try again. And then I get reminded as to why this game is so hard for me to enjoy, man. And I feel like they don't make these games for enjoyability. He was covered. It was very late. You got to have it timed perfectly with nobody on you to hit a good shot in this. And I think that's asking too much for a game that's NBA based. And if you don't use icon passing, they make extremely poor pass decisions. So you have to do icon passing. In the old NBA games like NBA 2K9 and 10, that wasn't the case. They seem like they made fairly decent decisions, but in this, if you don't use icon passing, you're gonna make some garbage decisions. And I feel like those are the shots that I can make, those inside right under the basket shots. But the jump shots, I do not make in this. And I cannot do fast breaks because when they get the ball, they start moving very slow. I do not know why that is. I'm going to go into a replay here. I'm going to show you another issue I've been having with this game. When I never, ever, ever get fast breaks in this. And I know there's a badge for that, but let's take a look at the steal that I just had. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go back. Let me zoom out. This is an issue I have. Okay, we get the steal. Okay, right there, there's that stop. There's that moment where he pauses. Even though I'm pushing for him to go up the floor, it's like there's that hesitation where he just slows down for that second. And it almost seems like they're trying not to overpower the fast break. The fast break should definitely be overpowered. And then you run into, this happens to me every single time I have an opportunity at a fast break. I never, ever, ever get fast breaks. And I think it's because there's a badge for fast breaks. And they only want to reward those players, which is absolutely, to me, is ridiculous. If you get a steal, you shouldn't be doing this. It's if you don't, I guess is if you don't have that badge, you're gonna stop for a second. There's no reason for him to stop. In a real situation, if I'm playing basketball, right there, I smack the ball forward. That's what they do in the NBA. I smack the ball forward, and I run and chase it. Like right here, he should be smacking the ball to put it to about right here and chase it and catch up to it and get a fast break. In this game, that's not how it works. He touches it, stops for a second to gain control over it, lets the guy catch up to him, and then this crap happens. I never, ever, ever, ever get fast breaks in NBA 2K22, ever. And now you're just in a regular transition play. And I feel like they're trying to focus more on making the game competitive, more so than enjoyable or realistic. The competitive part is more important to them than realisticness. And it's absolutely interfering with the gameplay, and it's just been really bad. And I'm mainly talking about, because if you play offline, I mean, if you play online, you're playing against other other users, so they're gonna run up the court, they're gonna get their fast breaks. But you're playing against a lot of CPU, and there's a lot of stalling. There's a lot of, it looks like they're trying to keep things from being overpowered by making guys stall out. And it's making the game very hard to enjoy. When I play NBA 2K16, that's not the case. They play like the way the NBA players play. And they always feel a need to justify you not hitting your shots. Oh, you were 38% covered and you were slightly late on the release. That to me is just absolutely horrendous. But like I said, I really wish they would go back to the old school ways. But I guess they feel like that way is less competitive, maybe. I'm just guessing. I really don't know why they're doing it. I don't want to speak for them, but it feels like that's what it is. Because as you can see, I hit shots on occasion. My three-pointers absolutely don't fall unless you have to be wide open and get a 100% perfect release. That was very late. It didn't seem like it was very late. It seemed like it was early to me, but they're saying it was very late. So
to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense.
But one thing I will tell you, anyone that reviews this game, and I'm not talking about IGN or anybody like that, I'm talking about regular users, they're usually talking about online play. In online play, you have no CPU users, so your experience is going to be very different. This is CPU, but like I said, when I get that steal, I can't get a fast break to save my life in this. I could be way ahead of the rest of the team. He's going to stop for a second to let them catch up to him. And that's why I say, when it comes to this in Madden, this game, more than anything else, it's just close to impossible to enjoy. It's just, the enjoyability just isn't there. You know, you find yourself focused on the competitive part, trying to find ways to, how can I score, you know, but there's no fun factor. It just isn't fun at all. They sucked all the fun out of it. And as you can see, I'm absolutely horrendous at this game. And why is it that every NBA 2K game that comes out, somebody told me my enjoyability is bad because I don't play online, I play this mode. This mode was very enjoyable in 2K16. Exhibition and franchise was very enjoyable. The players played just like themselves. If you were wide open with Steph Curry, you had a good chance of making it. Even if you weren't wide open, as long as you had a decent time shot. In this, that just isn't the case. Players just move way too slow. Look at this, slightly late, 47% contested. So that shot was less than 50% contested, and it was only slightly late. That's enough for you to miss a basket, even if you're mid-range in this. to me, and then you have the stamina on top of it. The stamina affects that too. That is asking too much for just a simple jump shot. It's asking too much. And I think that's why this game is not enjoyable. So you would have to go into the slider settings, move some things around on there just to get something decent in this game. And this is why I cannot play this game. Now, am I saying that anybody that plays this game is going to have this experience? No, I'm not. Because you got people, if you spend a lot of hours playing this game and you put a lot of time in, you're going to have a better experience than what I'm having here, of course. Part of this is because I'm not an amazing NBA 2K player. That is definitely part of it. The other part of it is the game is engineered to be a difficult experience. They're making it that way.
Got a moment left set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, Bradley is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's Ball.
Trying to get DeRozan a decent shot.
2 on the clock. Here's DeRozan.
That was slightly late. 37% covered. That's enough for you to miss a jumper, even if you're DeRozan. I think the game is just asking too much for the simple shots. They're just asking too much. And it's like 37% is less than 50%. That's not enough coverage to me for a good elite player to hit a jumper. But they're so hell-bent on making this game very competitive that you're going to miss those.
Ball with the rebound. Bulls trail by 20. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more.
And I will be deleting this game off my hard drive. It's too much of a burden. It's like 124 gigs after all the updates. It just ain't worth it anymore.
Off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that'll be
The players...
two-game road trip.
And the online mode is not fun either. It's not. It's like it takes it can be fun, but it takes a long time to get fun. If you don't play a lot of hours and you don't buy VC, the game is gonna be your experience is gonna be absolute crap. I want to see somebody play this without using VC and without spending 8 hours a day playing it and get a decent experience online. You're not going to. You can't be a casual player and have fun with this game. It's not even a possibility. Unless you just play it on super easy and adjust the slider settings to low to high levels, you might get something decent. But after this game here, I will not be playing this game ever again. It's time to give up. It's just a waste of time. You're either going to put everything into it or nothing. Because if you put a little bit into it, you're going to get nothing out of this game.
Charging foul called on Kobe White. That's his first.
But yeah, I'm going to end the video right there. I want somebody to comment on this. I want to find one person that says, look, I don't play online. I play exhibition and franchise. And I'm very good at this and I'm having a good time playing it. I want to find one person out there, just one. That's what I'm looking for. Step forward and just please show yourself. And I want you to, give me some insight on it because I'm just absolutely having a miserable time with this game. And like I said, 2K18, I was okay. 19, I was kind of bad. 20, I was getting really bad. 21, I was bad. Now I'm absolutely horrible. Every single year, my experience is getting worse and worse. And the controls are the same. So why is that? It's like they're purposely focusing on, let's make this game as competitively difficult as we possibly can. We're not trying to really worry about making it enjoyable. We're more so focused on the competitive side of it. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video right there. Just please leave a comment if you're somebody who plays offline and the game is perfectly fine to you. You're able to move the ball around well. You're able to get those good shots. slightly early 26% covered is enough for you to miss a basket. So I don't know what they're looking for you to make shots. You need to be less than 20% cover and get a perfect release or something.